She scoffed at my wedding photo on his desk, called me worn out. He laughed it off. She's just teasing. I didn't say a word. I only smiled when he repeated it to me that night, as if I'd find it funny too. I tucked the laughter into my chest, sharp as glass. I've always been good at silence. The beginning. We were college sweethearts. He used to trace my wrist with his thumb as if I were glass, fragile and precious. He wrote me letters during internships, signed them "Forever Yours." I believed him. We married young, too young maybe, but I thought trust was armor. He wore that trust like a borrowed suit, comfortable until he found a new tailor. The cracks. It started with the late nights, the phone face down, the sudden cologne I didn't recognize. He grew careful with his words, sloppy with his eyes. I asked nothing. I watched everything. And then, her name, whispered too softly into his headset. Not a colleague, not a friend, just her. The evidence. She left a message once, careless, a laugh stretched too long, sugar thick. "I like this desk better with your tie on it." I replayed it 3 times. My hands didn't shake. By the 4th, I was already planning. I didn't need to scream. I didn't need to cry. I only needed patience. The shift. People think revenge is fire. It isn't. It's ice. Slow, deliberate, precise. I researched her, the new hire, eager, ambitious, desperate for approval. The kind of woman who mistook cruelty for charm. I didn't hate her. I pitied her. But pity makes for weak stories, so I sharpened mine. The plan. Step 1, I pulled back. No arguments, no suspicion. I let him believe I was slipping into the background. Invisible wives make perfect alibis. Step 2, I found her history, her old photos, her old loves. One in particular, an ex who left her gutted. The kind of wound you don't recover from. The kind of wound I could use. Step 3, I staged the scene. Venice, champagne in hand, her ex's lips against my cheek, a kiss caught in perfect timing, a necklace glinting at my throat, the very one he once gave her. It took weeks to assemble, but patience was the currency, and I was rich in it. The strike. I had it printed on canvas, not a photo, a canvas, art, permanent, unignorable. I wrapped it in brown paper, neat and clean. No note, no signature. I mailed it directly to her office. I imagined her unwrapping it, the breath hitch, the silence spreading through the room like spilled ink, and him, frozen, unable to explain why his wife was smiling in Venice with the ghost of her past pressed to her cheek. Word traveled fast. It always does. They said she cried in the office kitchen. I don't know if it was humiliation or heartbreak. Does it matter? He came home pale, jittery. He asked me if I'd been in touch with anyone from her past. I tilted my head, smiled. "You think I have time for games?" He didn't answer, because he knew I did. The confrontation. Weeks later, I found the courage to look him in the eye. We were in the living room. The photo from our wedding still sat on the shelf. He glanced at it, then at me, as if weighing which woman he wanted to belong to. "Do you know what she called me?" I asked. He shook his head. Worn out. The word hung between us, heavy and sharp. I leaned closer. And yet, she's the one who cried over a picture. His jaw tightened. Mine loosened into a smile. The ending. He sleeps in the guest room now. Not because I told him to, because he can't stand the silence in hours. Her ambition dimmed. She avoids his desk. And me? I sip wine in the evenings, the canvas replica hanging in my study. A reminder that vengeance doesn't need shouting. It only needs precision. Justice doesn't come from rage. It comes from patience, from knowing exactly where to cut. And I cut where it hurt most. Not his skin, not her pride, but their illusion.